We are in season 11, and today we have the Tier 2 race, the second highest tier of four we have, and we're going to be around here in Qatar. And I am here, I am Phantom Inem, and I am joined here by our one and only Spotify 95.
Hello, I am back again. You saw me do the Tier 1 race on Wednesday, and that's the Tier 2. Let's see how the Tier 2 drivers compare to the Tier 1 drivers. Is Baxi hopefully tired?
Yeah, he has a quali ban. He has a quali ban from
Quali back.
yeah, from the end of
That
last
makes
season.
sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense. For those people that are new and don't remember, um, any so now he's in Tier 2. Let's see what he's facing.
yeah, he was the champion last season as well, and the challenger in the season before. So, he's going to be facing a higher challenge here, as we see the first cars taking to the track here and starting their flying laps here. The first one to cross the line here is going to be Wes, a new face here, I believe, at least wasn't racing last season, and he's negotiating the first turn as
Oh!
Kalskov.
Gets the five grid penalty for collision with what was that? Game LP?
Yeah, with Gamer LP.
Oh!
Yeah, in turn six, I saw yellow flag there for a second. But we're gonna continue here with Wes coming across the first sector line here, and this is the one hard braking zone that you have in Qatar. It's a very fully circuit overall, and it's not exactly the best for ERS, as the people in Tier 1 have experienced. If you spend a lot of ERS, it's very difficult to gain it back. But Wes here is coming across some traffic, not a whole lot. They're getting out of the way. And now he's going to come across this triple right-hander that was a source of many issues in the real life race that we had a few months ago. He takes it nicely, all flat out, I think. Now you want to lift here for the second to last corner, keeps the car stable, doesn't spin it out. And now coming across the final corner, going into fourth, accelerating how, trying to maximize the exit speed here for this massive DRS straight. And he's going to come across the line and he's going to set a 21-1. That is the benchmark for now.
Let's see what other people can do. Kermit has done a 22-3. Sorry about that. I'm not dying. But yeah, Kermit's on a 22-3, and there's plenty more other drivers to come across the line. Let me just quickly have a look through. Gammon has started a hot lap. Patrick has been validated.
But he's on mediums as well. We have Brad B going P3 here as Anna goes P2, and we have an Aston Martin Psyduck, the one, yeah, the one and only reserving here. Um, and yeah, so I want to see here Patrick. Patrick is going to come across the line. He doesn't have ERS though, so I wonder if he's just practicing here. Meanwhile, we have Alfredo also starting a lap. The next person on the lap, we have Griff, but he has invalidated, so he's coming into the pits right now. And after that, we have Dimata Goat. Also, no, Dimata? Or,
Where's the Matador?
yeah,
No, Game LP is in front.
so,
Game LP. No,
yeah, you are correct. He's going to come across the line here, has not invalidated. Takes that in fifth. I don't know if that's the right choice, but he's already out of ERS. This is a very ERS intensive track, as I'd mentioned, and it's not uncommon to end up without ERS as Dimada goes into the pits, having invalidated there at the end.
look at that lap from Gammon. Gammon has got a 20.9. So Gammon was one of the championship contenders.
He won. He actually won the championship.
He won tier 2 last season. We expect Gammon
Yeah.
to go really quickly.
Yeah, we also have Kauskov, who had the 5 place grid penalty, but he puts it P6 with a very respectable lap there. As we see some more people, I believe next one is not Alfredo, but Pack is starting a lap, so the next one will indeed be Alfredo here. Not invalid. He's going to come across the line. He still has a lot of ERS, though. Not very common to see, but he comes across the line and says at 21.7, putting himself P4.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I'll mention it again later on, but for the race itself, you really want to conserve your ERS because otherwise you're going to have severe problems. Um, Once you've used it, you can't gain it back. Now, AFC is coming around the last corner now, and he did set a perfect first sector. Not a perfect middle, but he set a perfect first. So this should be quick.
Yeah, he's going to come across the line here instead of 21.4, putting himself P3. That's
Yeah,
a.
Banner by
Mhm.
14,000.
Yeah, and next year will be Gur, X65 Gur, and he's already flashing. That's natural here, but he's going to come across the line and set himself P8 with a 21.9. I do expect the pole time to be in the middle 20s though, so we'll see how this goes from here. Also, next one, someone who has yet to do a lap, but I predict him to do very well in this tier this season. His last paper was in tier one, if I'm not mistaken, last season. Now he's gone down a little bit for or tier two, maybe more on the pace here than he was in tier one. We know that tier one is very fast, so we'll see here how he can do. Almost invalidates there. Felt like he almost lost the car, but we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, I don't think. Do we have? Oh, I think Roy has it validated, so he's not on a lap. Who else is on a lap? Exker? No. So I think it's only Griff and last paper, maybe.
Sushi, what's Sushi doing?
He just started the lap. He just started the lap.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just watch your last paper. I reckon he's going to do good. Let's see here how his lap is going. Not a purple sector one. I might add, we might see a purple sector. There you have it, purple sector two. Uh, and now he's doing this triple right-hander, which thankfully does not have nearly as much problems in the game that it had in real life. But we'll see here. Slight braking, don't want to go fully on the brakes, but it takes it very cautiously, it feels. And I do think there was some time there on the table for last paper coming across the line. This is a P9 with a 21.9, but I fully expect him to improve this here. Next one across the line, who shall it be? Bradby? No, Bradby is in the pits. We have Snakey, who is starting his lap, and I believe Patrick as well. No, but his teammate Brad B is starting a lap. Um, I wonder. We have Psyduck on a lap, although he's not the next one across the line. As Chichi, you had mentioned him before, he's making a comeback this season and puts it P2, only a tenth away from Gamma, but tenth is a lot here in Qatar. As I see a couple people. Okay, no, never mind. Psyduck has gone purple on Sector 2, by the way. So,
Pretty good for Sushi.
oh, and he invalidated.
Oh,
Invalidated.
Roy's hit the wall. Roy's hit the wall in sector one. That's bad. That's not good at all.
He's ghosted, but that wasn't the best of rejoins, but he's ghosted, so um, not the worst situation here. We're gonna have some more people across the line soon, maybe. No, we have last paper is coming across the pits, and we have, I think, Gamma
Dennis
is going to start the lap here.
Dennis Spider is doing things here. He's main he's main driver for tier one. Um, I think he's reserving in tier two to make up spaces.
Correct. Oh, Snaky! What a lap! What a lap! 3 tenths ahead of Gamma, the previous, the last season champion. This is one hell of a lap, and I don't think Qatar is one of those tracks where you see a lot of ramp up in rubber across throughout the qualifying session. So this is an interesting lap. this might be the pole lap. I'm not gonna lie there. But we'll see. Brad B is as invalidated, and we have Patrick, I think. Here, also coming across the line, sets it P3 with a 121 flat. It was one of the fastest drivers last season. He did do half of the season in Tier 2 last season, but yeah, had plenty of accidents. I don't think the results he got really reflected his overall pace. So we'll see if this season will be an improvement. Uh, I mentioned that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you here because Gamma has improved, but not enough to beat Snakey's time. He has improved only 600ths.
Ah, I believe Wes is on a lap. He's going to sector 2 at the moment.
Yeah, Gur has just started this final lap. We see a couple of people there going into the pits. Pack is starting, and Alfredo here is not improving or is improving marginally and decides to go into the pits. But behind him, we have Gamer LP. I We have no idea if he's improving, but he's going to come across the line here soon, and this will be a 121.6. It allows him to jump a couple of positions. Just yeah, and Wes as well. Wes here improving to P2 with a 128 as I believe ASG also finished the lap just now and also improved to a 129. So the wrap definitely the track here is improving a lot. As we see here, Ferrari going fast, but he has invalidated. It's the Ferrari of Puck. Uh, yeah, unfortunate still to set a lap. And yeah, we also have Gamev, and after that, Kermit? Is that Kermit going into the pits, or is it Kerr? Yeah, it's Kerr. Wonder who is now doing an actual run? I have no idea. Yeah, he is indeed on the lap. He's going to come here across a.
Into the reasonably tight left hand and takes that in fourth. Then out to the end of sector 2 round the triple right hander.
That is one hell of an improvement. 4 tenths improvement here for Psyduck. That will provisionally put him P7. Ooh,
Nice line going through there.
yeah.
Certainly to the right hander, that's exactly how I do it. And the same with the left hander. Taking note of the gears he's using as well. He's going across the line and it's going to be a 121.2, 6 tenths improvement into 7, just behind CC and Patrick.
Yeah, Chi-Chi is starting a flying lap here, but we're going to take a look at his teammate Roy, who has yet to set a lap. He's now on an out lap, and we'll see how this goes. Um,
Yeah, he's been invalidating quite a few laps,
y-
unfortunately,
yeah,
which is not ideal. I was discussing with a few of the other drivers prior to this race. Track limit's going to be key here. As we found out in Tier 1, penalties for track limits, if you get them and other people don't, because of how close some of the Tier 1 drivers are together, you're really going to pay for it if you get a penalty and others don't. And I thought Roy came up with a perfect sector 2. Now, this is looking quite a good lap actually for Roy.
yeah. He's
Hasn't made any major mistakes. He's going over the last corner, keeping within the track limit this time. So he's going to come over the line. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a 20.6. That's P2 and only half a tenth behind Nathan.
Oh, this is great. Okay, it's very good that he managed to set that because Qatar is not an easy track to overtake on, right? And yeah, starting last or near the bottom would not be the nicest of things here. So who else is on the lap? I think Chi Chi should be the next one to cross the line, but actually not because he has invalidated, but I do think he's going to start anew. Yeah, he has fuel to start anew, so we'll see here. I don't know if he invalidated or if he took the time to do two warm-up laps, but we'll see here. As we also have Gurr. He's starting his flying lap soon. So who is the next one across the line, I wonder? Griff is not improving. He's going into the pits. Bradby as well. He's going to start the lap, so nothing to be seen there. I think last paper maybe? He hasn't validated. And he's not, yeah, that's not ideal. He's not going to improve there. Behind him is Roy, and Roy is going to pull into the pits.
On a lap, as last paper head, CC is on a lap, but barely improved. He's like 1,000 down, and I think he just made a bit of a mistake. So,
Yes, I definitely saw a little bit of a wiggle there after the tight right-hander at the start of Sector 3, or just before the start of Sector 3. Coming across a lot of oh my god.
oh, what happened?
I don't know if that I don't know if that I don't know if that was a block or if
Impeding?
I
I saw that on the other monitor. That could have been impeding.
yeah, not ideal, but we move on. We move on. We see a few people. Alfredo has just set a lap, I think, or he's either starting here. I think everyone's just starting their lap, so this is beginning to get a little bit hectic.
The bike just set a lap, or was he start?
No, he's starting one, and he's improving massively. He's already almost three times up on his time. This could be the one. This could be for pole. As Snakey here is also starting a lap. We'll see.
Grizz retired.
Yeah. Gamma also.
CC saying I get blocked twice.
Yeah.
CC saying blocked twice.
Where oh, Gamma lost it. Gamma lost it, crashed and retired. He crashed entirely. Um, yeah, he crashed out. We have him on screen actually. That was Scott in 4K. Well, not 4K because I don't have the capacity for that. Alfredo here is going to come across the line. He's barely improving, but you know, Kermit is so close to him. This might actually net him a very small gain might net him a position, and it actually nets him a lot of positions here. As next one across the line here, it's not, it's Kalks. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but he's going to come across the line. It's a massive improvement as well, 4 tenths, and puts it P15, and the times are going to start flying in here. It's going to start to be impossible.
Here comes Flag. It's a 20.7. It's a 10 improvement in P3.
Yeah,
Somebody was P3 beforehand.
yes, ASG as invalidated, Patrick as
That's Rossi won't be improving. It's making it to 20.5.
yeah. I mean his first lap could have been for pole. He's just way ahead of everyone here. Um,
That's fully over.
no one else is improving. So yeah, this is a very yeah
Taking the second drag. That's it.
this is a very interesting table here that we have, a very interesting grid that we have. We have Snakey, wasn't racing last season, but I do think he raced on previous seasons. Roy and Wes, as far as I know, are new faces. And then we have the champion, the holding champion, Gamma in P4, and right behind him, ASG, who did improve a lot during the course of last season. Last season he started off in the midfield, but started fighting for podiums and whatnot, at least in my view, towards the end of the season. So definitely someone to look at.
So, we've just got information. This was 5 tenths up and lost the year over sector 2. Wes was in this fleet before and has raced before,
Yeah.
because I remember the name. Um, Sam is racing in CFL, and
Yeah. Just,
in
just,
P4, Tracy in P1, Tracy P, Wes P2, Gavin in P4, ASP P5, Patrick P6, Banner P7, Pat P8, CC P9, Balak P10, Gamma P P11 was a side slip penalty, and they're going to start.
Yeah, everyone.
I'll play both Brad and
Everyone pressed advance. So sad.
Brad.
Uh,
By the way, something I just want to mention. Are you are you able to turn my volume up on your end, Mr. Tad? Because I've asked quite a few people and they're saying my volume on the stream is a bit low.
okay, there we go. I upped it.
Thank you very much. Oh, then it's saying the stream is lagging not for me.
Okay.
Um, okay, people, can you hear me better now? Um, can you hear me better?
Uh, think so. I mean, I just upped your volume in Discord, so
Thank you. No, but Spotify is super quiet. For the stream. Ah, have you got the stream volumes set differently?
maybe it's that. Okay,
You
we're
check
starting. So
OBS.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we're starting.
Now I changed it. So oh, and here we go. Lights out and away we go. And oh, why do I have so? Here we have Roy. Roy had a very good start. He's already
Roy's
side by
he's
side
P2.
with
He's gonna have
Snakey.
the inside line. He's
Yeah.
gonna have the inside line. He's already up into P1.
Oh, we have a crash here between Kermit and Alfredo. Both have lost a lot of positions here, and are a lot very back here, very behind the field. As Snakey
Oh,
has maintained P1 off of the start, while Gamma has gained one position. As Chichi and Pack are fighting one another, and Pack is losing a lot of positions. There is a spin there. I saw Psyduck as well, losing
AS,
a lot of positions. So
ASG's lost out as well. He's gone down to P10. I think he was like 4 or 5 coming off the start line. So he's lost quite a bit. Patrick is up to P4. Um, anything else? Last paper P13.
yeah, he's
Last
gained a
paper
lot
and
of
Gera
positions.
battling.
Yeah, they are. They are, and there is already a massive gap here opening. What is this? Between
Oh,
Chichi and Bradby, there's already a second and a half.
Zenix saying turn me down about 20% because now I'm a bit loud.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay, hopefully this. Oh, Psyduck's down into P18. What happened with him?
Yeah, he's
Um,
just getting overtaken here by Dimata. But this has calmed down a little bit. Maybe we're going to see some overtakes as ASG overtakes Vaxi on the straight here. Uh, tries to tuck in behind Gamer LP, but is forced to take it side by side. Um,
Gamer
yeah,
LP might. Gamer LP might actually let ASG past if he's on a different
yeah,
strategy, and
yeah,
it
they
seems
did.
like he has done.
Yeah, Zana
Try
here
and help him.
overtakes Kalkuski. Kalkuski has lost a lot of. I'm just calling his name wrong. I'm just gonna call him Call. Uh,
Just
but
call him Cal. That'll
yeah,
that'll
has
do.
lost a lot of
Sorry, people.
time here and positions. As Vaxi and Gamer LP are fighting for position here. Gamer LP has the front, has the inside line, as Vaxi tries to go around the outside, can't really find any way past, and Gamer LP maintains the position here. I do wonder if we're going to see a little bit of team play between ASG and Gamer to help Gamer just fly off into the distance.
Yeah, ASG is actually quite quick, so I wonder if Gamer LP will hold up Vaxi, because Vaxi is also a championship contender, as Demata Goat gets a 3-second time penalty for track limit abuse, and we are already getting track limit penalties only on lap 2. That is not what you want to be doing, people. You do not want to be getting track limit penalties on lap 2, as the fastest laps keep coming
Oh,
through
Snakey
now.
and Roy are side by side. Roy has the outside, can't really make a move there, but he's gonna
The
have the
AS,
RS. The RS is
and also
enabled.
And also, the McLaren of ASG has got past Brad as well. So now there's 3 cars in 3 places between ASG and Vaxi. So big advantage for ASG compared to Vaxi at the moment in regards to the championship. Although I must admit, ASG is on the medium tyre. Vaxi is on the hard. Vaxi will go to the medium later on and will be quicker at the end of the race as Kermit gets a penalty for track limit abuse. And that's only on lap 3, and that's not good.
Yeah, the movement here has calmed down a little bit. Like Qatar is not really a track where it's very easy to overtake. But yeah, there was a lot of chaos there at the start of the race, but no safety cars, no virtuals, nothing. Really goes to show that yeah, it's not very likely that we'll see a safety car. You
Yeah,
actually
I
need
don't
a
think there
massive
will be
crash,
one.
as Gur
I
is getting very close to last paper here, right
I
on
don't
his
think.
back. But
Oh my God, they're so close.
yeah, they are close. But
However, there is one thing I do worry about. Oh, Go went really wide. Go just went really wide and plows through the DRS marker just there, losing the place to Zana.
yeah.
That's not great. He's gonna have to try and get past Zana. And also, the thing that I was really, really worried about with Gurr is actually happening because in very early seasons of GFL, I kept telling Gurr, manage your ERS, manage your ERS. He's not managing his ERS, it's down to under 20%.
Yeah, and that it's gonna be very difficult to. As we have a yellow flag, Pack has lost
That's
it.
Pack.
Yeah, well, Pack has lost it. Doesn't seem to have any damage, any visible damage. One thing that went unnoticed. Oh, well, it didn't go unnoticed, but it went uncommented. So Roy and Snakey have switched positions. Roy is now P1, as Pack yeah also accumulates a 3-second time penalty. So
Yeah,
we're
because he
gonna see
went
this
really
top
wide.
group. Right now, we're just gonna see this top group switch DRS off of one another, just biding their time. One interesting thing here is tire strategy, as Gurr is once again so close to last paper, like right up his tail. Oh,
Oh,
and
and he goes really wide again. He went really wide again, except
as
this time it was on
there
the
is
second to
Zena. Zena
last
also
corner.
lost it. Zena was spun around there.
And Zana and Gurr gets a penalty. Gurr gets a penalty, and Zana got a penalty as well.
Yeah.
He's right down the back now. I want you say he got spun by Gurr.
No, no, no. He
Um.
didn't get spun. He spun.
Oh, he spun himself.
He actually
As
spun
game
himself again because as Psyduck also losing a lot of positions here, lost 2 positions into the braking. Um,
Game LP has dropped off considerably to his teammate ASG, but he has gained P8 compared to Brad because Brad was there before. So it's now Game LP, Brad, Vaxi. They're all really bunching up. Vaxi trying to go down the inside, going through that tight left-hander, but not really able to do much. Now Griff is right there as well. So we've got a huge battle now. Gamer LP, Brad B,
oh my God,
Vaxi, and
Gur
Griff
and
all
Last Paper
battling
are
for
still
P8.
Gur and Last Paper are still fighting like hell.
Yep. I've just seen that, and Last Paper gets a track limit abuse penalty. So Last Paper, Kermit, Gurr, Psyduck, Cal, Demata, Pack, and Xana all with track limit abuse penalties. Brad B now joins that group of people. Come on, it's only lap 5. The FIA stewards are loving this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels
You
like
could say that
Austria.
again.
Feels like Austria last year. We're going to see, I think, another
Oh,
switch
there
for
goes
the
Griff.
off the grid already has time penalties. What is this?
And here we go. Gurr is overtaking Last Paper down the pit straight with the DRS, and Brad and Gamer LP switching positions again. And now, of course, Gurr is up into P12 with Last Paper in the Williams down to P13. Remember, in GFL, we do points to P12, so Gurr now officially has a point if the race was to end right now.
Yeah, this is interesting. As it is right now, we have a clear first group from P1 to P6. They're right up ahead, and then we have a nearly 3 second gap to ASG, another nearly 3 second gap, and only then do you start having people a little bit more bunched up again. This is
Well,
gonna be
actually,
interesting. This begs the
just
question: as Call
oh,
gets a 3 second time penalty,
I was
uh,
going to say that. ASG, the gap between ASG and Brad is actually 3.7 seconds, which is
massive.
front tires are front tires are probably already at a loss of grip, so it's going to start showing. And can't wait to see what instants are going to be sent into the stewards for the review after the race. That's right, as there was another penalty flashed up for Demata and Gurr. Gurr now on 6 seconds, and Gamer LP just went a little bit wide on the final corner trying to overtake Brad B.
Yeah, we'll see here. One interesting thing:
Oh my god.
Gamer
Yep.
LP has overtaken Brad B, and Brad B just slots in nicely behind,
Um,
with Vaxi and Griff very close to
this is
him.
not. This is not looking good for Brad B. This is not looking good at all because not only is Brad B on really low ERS, the fuel light is just starting to flash on. He is pretty critical on fuel at the moment, and it's lap 7 only.
Yeah, probably. So Qatar is very, very heavy on fuel. You have to fuel even more than the game gives you by default. So you need to put in like 2.5, 3 laps of fuel extra.
I would
Uh,
go minimum 3 laps.
nah,
For
it's too.
me, I'm going minimum three,
I mean,
because
being
if you
in the
use a lot of
slipstream,
fuel,
being in the slipstream does help a lot. But yeah, I think it was just expecting a safety car, and that's not gonna happen right now.
no, if you use, given that this track means you use a lot of fuel, given that I use quite a bit of fuel myself anyway, I would be going +3. I've seen people before that started on +3 have ended the race on like plus zero point 0.2 or something. So you do really have to overfuel when going around this track. As Wes has overtaken Patrick, that's for P4.
Yeah, they are fighting a little
That's
bit, but Patrick does concede the position. It's not
and
very
Vaxi is up
beneficial.
into and Vaxi is up into P9, overtaking Brad.
Yeah,
So now Vaxi can try and get past Gamer LP, and then try and catch up to ASG, who's now 4.2 behind Chi. So the gap is increasing between Chi and ASG.
so let's look at tires. This is an interesting time to look at tires. Kermit gets another 3 second time penalty. So the top four are all on hards. Patrick and Chi and ASG on mediums. Then Gur also on mediums, and then the bottom six all on mediums as well. As we see Bradby and Griff here swapping places back and forth, back and forth. They're fighting a whole lot here into the end of Sector 2. But yeah, this is as Cole gets another 3 second time penalty. And shortly, we need to take a look at just how many
I'm
penalties there are. As Hydra
Carl
Hale
is on 9 seconds. Carl is on 9 seconds, and Hydra says, "Watch the leader." Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to watch the
Brad's went
leader
really
here.
wide then. Brad's went extremely wide going out the second to last corner, and that earned him another 3 seconds. He's now on 6 seconds and defending heavily from Griff, although not doing too well because of the ERS and the fuel.
And Vaxi
Um,
overtakes Gamer LP.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen at some point, as Vaxi did have a little moment on exit of one of those corners, but he looks to now be doing okay. Um, Gamer LP is still right there and has more ERS than Vaxi. Vaxi needs to try and not use any ERS now he's got past Gamer LP.
There's
Um,
one thing that is important to mention. Now that we are watching the leader,
oh, that's 12
look
seconds for Carl.
look up ahead. Snaky is fast. Like he's almost breaking the DRS. This is gonna be so tight here. Is Roy gonna have the DRS? Is Roy not gonna have the DRS? Snaky is him right now. He's 9 tenths. Is he gonna be able to break the DRS here? He's going to come across the detection line, and it does look like he hasn't been able to break DRS to
Yeah,
Roy, but
Roy's going to get DRS, but Snakey is charging because Snakey just used a little
yeah.
bit of ERS going down the pit straight. So Snakey is clearly on a mission to try and break the DRS as Gamma overtakes Roy and Carl loses about 3 positions.
Yeah, I think Gamma just decided, well, screw it, I'll just do it myself and try to maintain that gap to Snaky to not lose sight of the lead, as Wes is also
Yep,
starting to fall a little bit behind, not coping well with this used tires as Griff gets another 3 second time penalty. Sorry for the pause
yep.
menu, but
And Pack and Demata are battling over P17. And in other news, Last Paper got overtaken by Alfredo on the pit straight going into turn 1.
yeah, that is as would be expected here. So Roy gets
And
also another 3 second time penalty. This one is gonna
that's
matter
his
a lot.
first one. That's his first one. And the thing is, these 3 second penalties at the very front of the grid, this could determine who gets the podium and who doesn't.
Yeah, as the Mata gets another 3 second time penalty. This is wow. That's a lot of penalties, but we
You could
move on.
say that again.
Like from P9 to P20, only one person does not have any penalties. So yeah, it's hard to judge where you're going to finish. Also, important to note here, Gamma has closed in a lot on Snakey in this last lap. I do wonder, does he have did he use ERS? Did Snakey stop using ERS because he could have been using ERS before to break away from Roy in P2. This is a very interesting situation here that we have. Um, as Dimata and Pak switch positions here on the straight, but Dimata goes very wide. Pak tries to have a look down the outside, gets pushed wide. That's not ideal, but yeah. So Dimata keeps the position. I do wonder if we'll see that in the stewards room after the race.
Maybe. You never know. Oh, Pack and oh, that was close between Pack and Damata just there again, and now Pack has dropped quite a bit behind Damata actually now. So yeah, that last move might have secured P17 for Damata.
Yeah,
Although at the moment Damata does have 9 seconds of penalties. Now looking through these penalties, this is quite concerning as now Brad B gets one.
yeah, he's on
So
nine
Cal is at
seconds right
So
now.
Cal is at 12 seconds, Demata and Brad B are on 9 seconds, Griff, Gurr, Kermit, Pack, Zana on 6 seconds, and last paper, Psyduck, Gamer LP, Cheaty and Roy on 3 seconds.
Yeah, as we see more overtakes happening here on the straight, with
Oh my goodness, this
Gur
is
on
close
the inside
between
of
Gurr and Vaxi.
Vaxi. Yeah, also further down behind, we also have another pair of Aston Martins and Mercedes fighting as Gamer LP gets another 3 second time penalty for track limit.
That's up to 6 seconds now.
One interesting thing to note here is the gap to the lead. Oh my god! Vaxi has lost it. Vaxi has lost it. I don't know if there was contact. We just barely caught it, but it doesn't look to have damage. I do wonder if he just had a little bit of oversteer. But yeah, what I was going to mention is the gap to the leader. So like everyone behind P7 is so far behind the leader, like 12 seconds, and that's not easy to gain in Qatar. Like you needed a pretty massive undercut to get that, but we'll see what happens from now on. We still have yet we have yet to see anyone to pit as Gamma goes on the inside of Snakey, does not complete the move. They're going to be side by side. Snakey has the inside going into turn 2 or 3 or something, and Gamma just concedes the position. Um,
Yeah, I've noticed that Roy, who was in P1 at one point, is now P3. So it's now Snaky Gamma Roy as Carla gets a 3 second. That's up to 15 seconds! You've got to be careful now.
yeah,
If you get 24 seconds of penalties of track limit abuse, you'll get a warning for nearing disqualification. Pick up another penalty after that, and the game will pull your car off to the side of the road, and it will be game over.
I do think that he lost the car completely. Does feel like yeah, it does feel like he had a massive moment. He's 5 seconds down on his best time so far as Kermit moves ahead of Psyduck. Oh, Kermit had a moment there, had a wiggle, had to cut the corner. Sorry, not Kermit, but Gurr. But oh, Kermit lost the car. Kermit lost the car and Psyduck goes
Oh
through.
yes, he's into the barriers at I don't know what corner that is, but he's definitely into the barriers.
Yeah, he's going to come into the track right now, and he's also overtaken by Pac and Kermit. Does feel like it wasn't born out of contact, but we'll see. As the leaders go on for yet another lap, not pitting. I don't think anyone right now is pitting. Well, like the medium runners are going to start pitting, and voila, we have Alfredo pitting from those mediums. Yeah, Alfredo, Zana, and Dimata are all pitting here, and yeah, they're likely going to go onto the hards. The softs are just not it. Do not use the softs in Qatar, please. Um,
Yeah. Also, just to let you know, Brad B's um Brad B's situation currently is still not good. He's got 15.2 laps of fuel left from what I can see. Yeah, 15.2 laps of fuel, but we're on lap 14. He's not going to make it at this rate.
yeah, he's probably gonna have to do
Oh,
some.
Kermit's made a mistake as well, and that lets Pack through. So Kermit down to P15 as last paper picks up a penalty. Chichi picks up a penalty.
Last
He's on
paper on the
6
inside of
seconds.
Alfredo. Regains the
Um,
position. The top are all pitting. So Gamma, Roy, Wes, Chichi, all pitting onto the mediums, while Patrick and Snakey keep fighting. They keep going. Are they gonna go much longer? I do wonder. I do think
undercut
that,
territory.
yeah,
This is
like
going to be
Gamma,
undercut territory.
it is, but I do think that the overcut is slightly better here. Maybe we'll see.
In
We
fact,
also,
he can get points as long as he stays on the track, as Dark Knight says. And just to let you know, Chi and ASG went on the hards because they started on the mediums. Pat gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Demarta gets a penalty for track limit abuse. Yeah, pretty much everyone's coming into the pits now. So anyone who doesn't pit now is going to have a possible problem.
oh, is Vaxi going to come out here behind last paper, and Alfredo perhaps is going to slot in his side by side with Alfredo. Alfredo has the speed, basically taps Vaxi a little bit there, but he gets the position. This is not good for Vaxi at all.
Baxi's in P16. He's got to get a move on. If
Snakey
he doesn't
speeding.
get a move on, he's gonna be in. He's gonna be. He's gonna have problems. As you say, Snakey is pitting. Patrick is coming into the pits as well. Um, I'm gonna see if Griff pits. He's 14 seconds back, so he's coming around the second to last corner now. Does he pit? No, he continues. Game rail P pits. Gur stays out. Psyduck pits.
Ooh, that was
So
so close. There was no, no, never mind. Yeah,
and
no,
Game Rail P gets a penalty. Lovely stuff.
yeah,
That's
not
for speeding in the pit
not ideal.
lane.
As Snakey is going to come here, is going to come just behind Gamma. So the undercut was not that powerful, and now Snakey has one lap fresher tires. Um,
Al gets another penalty. That's 18 seconds. Vaxi gets a 3-second penalty. That could be critical there for his chances, as there's a yellow flag in sector
yeah, I
3.
think it's
That
call.
was
Yeah, I think it's call.
Carl.
Yeah, think so.
The good
Also,
news is we still have 20 drivers on the track. By the way, keep going.
yeah, as we see here, Gamma is in the DRS of Gur as well. So that is the idea. As
Speaking of Gurr,
yeah, he gets a 3 second time penalty.
I'm gonna have to look at the penalty levels again.
Yeah, let's see then.
What's Gurr on? Gurr is on 9 seconds, and he's yet to pit, and now he's overtaken by Gamub. That's not surprising. Cal is on 18 seconds, as I said. He can only get 6 seconds more of penalties in 13 laps. Otherwise, he won't be finishing this race.
Yeah, Griff is spinning here off of P1. This was only momentary, of course. But
What's
now,
Gurr trying to do, I wonder?
um,
Griff's pitting.
I mean, to be fair, those hearts can go really long. You can go 17 laps. Oh my god, there's a gigantic kerfuffle there between Roy, Gamma, and Snakey. Roy takes the fastest lap, and P1 here does feel like he just bolted it.
Nice. Gur's not on
Gamma
hard,
and
Gur's
Snaky
on
are side by
mediums.
side. They're going to come here. Gamma has the inside. Snaky concedes the position.
Yeah, nice overtake there. I saw that. That was pretty
Oh, he
nice.
has a look down the
Snakey's going
inside.
down the inside. Yeah.
Has a little look. Gamma is forced to take it a little bit wider than he would have liked, but maintains the position as last paper nets yet another 3 second time penalty. He's on to 9 right now.
Yeah, that's not good at
And
all.
Xana as well. Oh,
Xana as well. What's Xana on? He's on 9 seconds
oh
as
look, Snake,
well.
Snake is
They're side
fighting.
by side.
They're side by side into the triple right-hander. They're still side by
Oh, there
side.
might not be
Oh
enough
my
room.
god.
Oh, they both go wide. They both go wide because there
Yeah,
wasn't enough room to get them both past. I
yeah,
wonder if that'll be reported because that looked like a bit. That looked
yeah.
like a bit of a mess to me. You can't go side by side through that triple right hander because there's just not enough space for everyone. As Wes now overtakes Gur, Gur's down to P5. He's pitting. This will be interesting to see what tyres he goes on to because he was on the mediums. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, Snakey takes the lead here,
It's
maybe.
soft. It's soft. Gur's doing medium soft.
I'm not sure about that, but Snakey takes the lead here. It was side by side with Roy. Roy does seem to try and have a look around the outside. Indeed, he does. And there, it's so close there. There's not a whole lot of space, and I think Roy is not lost it. Carl has. Roy is still side by side with Snakey, and Roy has lost the car.
Oh dear, Cal gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Demata retires, but that's in the pit lane, so that's fine. And it's after
Yeah,
50%, so that's
Roy has
also
lost a lot
fine.
of time here. Wes gets a 3 second time penalty. His first one of the few people who had yet to get a 3 second time penalty. But I'm not too sure about that moment between Roy and Snakey. There was a lot of fighting in places where it really can't go side by side. But now it does feel like the fight for P1 on track before Steward's room, at the very least, is between Snakey and Gamma. Can Snake, sorry, I always call him Snakey. Can Snake trump the last season champion here for P1 in the starting race? We'll see.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Gamma Bon Snaky down into turn one. That was a lovely
Oh,
move. That
Snakey has
was.
a little bit of a switchback, but it's no use trying to fight it there as they come across the DNF car of
I'm pretty
Demata.
sure.
He
I'm
retired
pretty
in.
sure one of them was flashing as well. Let me just check the
Yeah,
telemetry.
Gamma
Yeah,
is
Gamma
flashing.
is flashing.
Gamma is flashing. That is good for Snakey.
But Snakey's not doing much better in terms of the ERS either. Snakey's only on about 20% as things stand.
Yeah, and Patrick
Um,
has overtaken Roy here, for P4.
Not bad. I'm gonna check in with Brad B again because Cal retires from the session. Safety car. He's retired on track. Cal's retired on track and brought out a safety car. Has he crashed
As it,
into the pit lane?
I couldn't see. Maybe.
Um, he had 28. He had 31 seconds of time penalties then.
I do.
So
What are we
did
going
he
to see
crash
here?
into the pit lane? Because the safety car is out. This is now going to help Brad
Yeah,
B.
yeah, we'll see
Um,
here. Yeah, we see some people. Psyduck gets a 3 second time penalty, but I have no idea what happened there with the crash. Maybe he did crash into the pit wall or something. I'm not entirely sure, but the top six are all pitting. And the
yeah,
ones
we're gonna.
with time penalties are screwed.
Yes, and people are probably going to go for soft tires now, or brand new mediums if they've got no softs left. Um, Kermit, this has helped Kermit massively. Kermit was on 18 lap old hard tyres. He
Oh,
hadn't made a pit
yes.
stop. He's making his pit stop now, which is going to be a much cheaper pit stop than other people, so he's going to lose less time.
He's going to,
Um,
onto the softs. I do want.
Hard to soft,
Makes
not bad
sense. Makes sense.
strategy.
You're gonna have 8 racing laps, so I do think that the softs might be the right call here, as Patrick gets 3 second time penalty. We're under a safety car, lads. No need to go over the track. We did see some people reporting these incidents of
But yeah, what happened to Cal? Because he had 31 seconds of penalties. He he um he crashed out somewhere or retired somewhere. It was either a crash or a retire on track or I don't know.
it
And
was
it
around
brought out the
the
safety car, and it was
yeah
around the pit entry.
yeah it
I
was
got understeer because I had a wing damage and
uh
crashed into the pit wall.
yeah
Thank you for letting us know. Thank you
that
for
that
letting us know indeed.
that does make
That makes
the
sense.
penalty yeah the penalty amount makes a lot more sense now. Also we're seeing a lot of mixed strategy here under the safety car. We have a bunch of people on the medium, we have a bunch of people on the soft. We have Bradby did not pit, he's on 5 lap old mediums. He's going to try and do a Hail Mary and hope he can get a nice position here. But those mediums are gonna have a lot less grip than the people around him. The difference in grip between 5 lap old mediums and new mediums is
Or
pretty
new
sizable,
softs.
or new softs.
New softs as well, because we've got Snakey on softs, we've got Patrick on softs, we've got Roy on softs, we've got Kermit on softs, we've got Gamerail P on softs, Last Paper on softs, and Gur also on softs. Because Gur's gone to another set of new softs by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's the
Check
right
penalty,
call.
please,
Yeah.
says.
So penalties for everyone.
Oh,
My
I need
God,
to look
that's a lot.
at it
That's a lot.
myself.
So Patrick,
Oh dear.
Patrick, 3 seconds. Bradby, 12 seconds. Roy, 6 seconds. Griff, 6 seconds. Chichi, 6 seconds. Kermit, Psyduck, 6 seconds as well. Gamer LP and Xanon, 9 seconds. Vaxi, 3 seconds. Last Paper, Gur, Pock, all 9 seconds. So the only ones that come
Oh,
out
what's
of this.
happened to Kermit? Uh, oh, what the hell is happening with Kermit? Because he lost a load of places and then went back up again.
Yeah, probably
Um,
went a little bit off track maybe, and people just conceded the position afterward. Because you can't overtake under safety car.
that's right.
So
Um, so the only people that don't have a penalty is Gamab, Snakey, ASG, and Alfredo.
what is?
Everyone else has a penalty.
Yeah, so Alfred stands to gain a lot here. He could
Alfredo could get a point.
Yeah,
Alfredo.
if he stays within 3 seconds of Kermit, give or take, because Vaxi does have 3 seconds. So out of these group, he stands to gain a
Because
lot from this.
if he
But Alfred,
stays in 3 seconds of Kermit, then Kermit's got 6 seconds and Psyduck as well. So those two will both drop down. Gamer LP, Xana, Pack, and Gur all on 9 seconds and last paper. They will drop down. Obviously,
safety car
Vaxi
in.
only on 3 seconds. Yep, you're right. Safety car in. If Alfredo can stay within 3 seconds of Kermit, then with the exception of Vaxi, he will overtake all of those drivers, including Kermit himself.
Yeah. And also one thing here that we're not really judging is ASG. ASG also has a lot to gain here from the safety car because everyone up to P3 has penalties, and I think Gamma is not starting just yet. He's just biding his time, biding his time. Maybe he's gonna go late as
Oh my god, this is a bit of a messy
oh my
restart.
god. Yeah,
This
this
reminds me of what Bottas did that time in 2020. It's
and he's gone.
finally we're
He's gone.
gone. We're finally gone. Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. That's two wings. That's two
Oh
wings.
my god.
That's terrible. That's Brad V and Griff, I think.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
um. Oh my goodness, that was a terrible restart from Brad B, and an equally terrible restart from Griff as well. And
Yeah.
Psyduck has dropped about 3 places
Oh my god, and
after that.
Vaxi got spun around. Vaxi got spun around.
Yes.
There's a lot of chaos here happening. Meanwhile, up front, there's not nearly that much chaos happening. It was mostly clean from what I saw, oh my god, that this gonna be a
Minions
mess.
has just said, "Oh, welcome into the chat, Minions."
You really missed tier 2, didn't you, minions? You're gonna have like 10 reports after this at this rate.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
there's gonna be tons of reports for the stewards after this
yeah,
one.
right now, ASG P7, but stands to gain the podium here if he keeps it clean and if people do not murder him, of course. So let's see here. Last paper gets yet another 3-second time penalty. Oh, a little bit of a tap there from Snaky on Gamev. Uh, that's not the best there, but no problem there. They survive to live another day as he tucks in behind the slipstream of Gamma. Is he going to try? Oh my god, what a send, and just takes himself out of the race.
Snakey's Snakey.
That was not
Oh
it.
my god!
The gap was not there, my son. But yeah, so now ASG net P2.
And Griff gets a penalty for speeding in the
Yeah,
pit
I
lane.
think him and Brad B are going to retire here in the pits, maybe. Not entirely
No,
sure. No,
but
not
they're
yet.
still
As
going.
oh, Psyduck Xana, last paper, they're all so close to one another. Snaky there is also in the fight.
Oh, Snakey's coming past as Game LP gets a penalty.
Yeah, Psyduck just gives him the position. Snaky is trying to gain as many positions as he can, although it's unlikely. Oh, he went. I think that was track limits there. Not ideal, but Gamma is just gone. This Snake is no longer a bother. I think this is a easy P1 here for Gamma. We'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't have any moments as Kermit does get a 3-second time penalty. But last paper is over 3 seconds away from Kermit, so Kermit stands to gain a lot here from this safety car that is provided, of course, depending on the penalty amount. As Snakey tries to go around the outside of last paper of Xana, and does seem like he went off track there to complete the move. Patrick gets the fastest lap right now, and he's so close, so close, so close to Wes as we have Gamer LP has retired.
In the
Did he
pit
in
lane.
the pit lane as Roy overtakes Patrick? A little bit. I don't know if that was if he pushed him out, but they're still side by side here into this double right-hander here. Patrick concedes the position, lives to see another day, and Roy takes that P3 on track.
Not bad at all. But yeah, yellow flag in sector 1. That's for Game LP's car that's retired. God, there's a lot that's gone on during this race. No one's going to be on 0-0. Where's podium by the looks of things at the moment, which is looking
Oh,
good.
Snaky on the inside of last paper. Last paper just concedes the position. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because he does have penalties and Snaky does not. So
Well,
uh,
DRS is now enabled, so all the chaos is now going to happen with DRS as well. Psyduck flashing, that's not good. I think Gur was flashing as well. Yes, he is. That's not good for either of them. Um,
Chi is looking to make a move on Patrick. Patrick is going very on the right, but does give him space, and Chi goes down the inside. Patrick around the outside. They both leave each other space. Patrick slots in behind, and Chi takes the position. Meanwhile,
and
further down, Snaky and Last Paper are fighting. Snaky did not have DRS, but he gains the position on
last
account.
paper went really wide there
Yeah,
as well,
indeed
just
he
to
did.
let you know.
Indeed he did,
And
but
also, just to let you know, Vaxi has picked up a penalty. That's put him up to 6 seconds. His fight for points is going to be over now, unfortunately. Yeah, ASC could be P2. He
ASU
could
right
indeed
now
be
is
P2.
P2. If Gamma does net, meanwhile, Vaxi has lost it. I think. Yeah, the yellow flag is due to Vaxi. But if Gamma does get 3-second time penalty, it's ASG's win right now. But of course, that's a big if.
But
Fortunately, Gamma
also, and
does not have to push a whole lot. Chichi accrues another.
cheeky of a penalty.
Yeah.
But also, you say if Gamma gets the penalty, it's ASG's win. If ASG gets the penalty, he'll be out of the podium.
Yeah.
So the pressure is on both of those drivers to make sure they keep it in the lines as Psyduck
Oh.
gets past last paper
Yeah,
and
last
Wes
papers.
overtakes Gamma for the lead.
Yeah, but it doesn't really count for anything. There was a little bit of a tap there by last paper on Psyduck. I do think he's going to try and make the move here. Psyduck goes on the inside. Last paper had the front, but Psyduck just goes on the inside like it's no one's business and takes the position again.
Psyduck really wants this P10, although these positions may well change significantly as these positions may change significantly depending on what happens at the end with penalties, as Minions has currently on a 25 stream streak. My goodness, Minions, way to go with that one, as Dark Knight redeems native language. That will be for Phantom Minion.
No, 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 you
Take
do
it
it. It's
away.
why is it always me doing the native
Well,
language?
because my native language is English, so it's
Yeah,
not
so
going to
so it
change
counts. It
anything.
counts. It counts. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll do it now. I'll do it now. Mas pronto, ok. Vamos ter aqui o Wes Gama. Este grupo da frente vai começar agora volta 27. 3 voltas para acabar a corrida. Bem, aqui à frente parece que está tudo mais ou menos solucionado, muito sinceramente. Parece-me que vamos ter Gama, BSG e Snakey no pódio, talvez, enquanto o Pack recebe uma penalty. Gama e Wes lado a lado. Dão espaço um ao outro. Gama tem agora a linha de dentro e vai completar a ultrapassagem. Vai ficar com o P1 na, no circuito em vez de com penalties. Não vimos, embora fosse uma reta DRS, não vimos assim muito movimento ali para baixo. Gref com mais 3 segundos. Importante mencionar aqui que Gref tem volta mais rápida. Entretanto, Wes também houve aqui uma troca de posições entre Wes e Chichi, se não estou em erro. Agora não me estou a recordar se foi Roy e Wes, mas we move on. Yeah, não há muito assim a acontecer neste momento. Acho que a corrida está basicamente solucionada. Uh, Temos alguma esperança que não haja mais caos no final, porque aquele reinício de depois de safety car foi absolutamente horrível. Mas, but yeah, okay, that's enough Portuguese for you.
That's enough. Thank you very much.
Whoa,
That
Chichi
is.
went really wide there.
Thank you very much for that. Hopefully that was good for you, Dark Knight. And yeah, we've got 3 laps to go.
Two actually.
2 laps to
Oh
go.
my god, it's
Two
three
laps
wide.
to go.
It's three wide? No, it's not three wide, but Wes has a look down the inside. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness,
No!
Gamab's out. Gamab's out. There was a big crash there.
Well,
Gamab
and
is out.
last paper as
It
well.
included.
Last
It
paper retired
included
in the pits.
Patrick and It included Patrick and Chichi, I think. ASG's going to win the race. ASG's going to win this race.
Oh
But
my.
there might be penalties coming because
Yeah.
Gamma got completely taken out there and DNF'd. We've now got a new penalty structure as well, as side by side goes Patrick and Chichi at the moment. This is for P3. So yeah, causing a DNF for another driver is now a much more serious offence than before, as Patrick does get past Chichi. That is for P3 at the moment. Obviously it might change with the penalties. Vaxi's now going to end up with possibly... No, I don't think he is going to get a point off, actually.
No, but
Um,
you know the podium right now. So after basically getting taken out, I'm not entirely sure if Snake is not gonna get a P2 anyway.
yeah, I don't think Snakey could get a P2 because the penalty situation has changed. If you look at the rule book, contact is now based on how much damage a driver receives, and DNFs, damage that causes a DNF or a contact that causes DNF is now way more serious than it
Yeah.
used to be.
Also, one
Which
thing we didn't note, sorry to interrupt you here, Psyduck, as we see Kermit. Kermit has lost a lot of positions as well. He's lost the car. Oh my word, what is happening? Sorry, as Psyduck also overtook Xana for P. Well, it was P8, now it's P6. Take it away.
Oh, Snakey and Cece going side by side now. This is to decide P4 on the track. Of course, Cece does have 9 seconds of penalties, so.
And
Oh, and now
Psyduck,
Psyduck gets past Cece, and so does Xana as well. Has Cece got a problem? I'm not so sure, but he's gone really slow just then.
I don't
And
think
now
so.
Pack gets past Wes. This is the final lap of the race. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're still side by side, but we're gonna go to the leader here. Roy is almost 3 seconds ahead of ASG, but does have 6 seconds of time penalty. So, oh my god, he almost lost the car. Chichi just gets a 3 second time penalty. Roy is gonna take the win before penalties, but ASG is taking P1 here, then coming across the line. This is gonna be chaos with all the penalties. So Snakey takes P3, then Patrick, then Psyduck, and after penalties, Wes goes up. Might that might accrue, this is yeah. So
No, it's
basically,
PSG.
ASG, Roy, Snake, Patrick, Wes, Psyduck, Alfredo, Xana, Gur, Pack, and Kermit close off the points positions as we wait here for Vaxi, Griffin, Brad to
But
complete their final
yeah,
laps.
I think there is going to be quite a lot of chaos going on in regards to post race penalties because yeah, Gamma was going to win the race and he didn't.
Yeah, I think is winning the race. I mean, let's be honest, we don't know. We don't know for sure. As Wes left the session, so the bug. This was just a bug, so he finished P7, P8, something. I don't know. But yeah, this is why you don't want to leave before everyone finishes their laps. Um, so yeah, I don't know what has happened there. It wasn't really sure. Maybe Gamma didn't really leave him the space, and it's just a
What
racing incident.
what a
I don't know.
dramatic race. Oh my god.
Yeah, as Upside gets the driver of the day, I do want to say, and as Hydro Halo as stated before, rip all the stewards. And yeah, rip you,
Yeah,
rip me, and rip uh, Spotify as well, because this is going to be chaos. I'm going to tell Shrova to watch the race as soon as he can, and he's going to
yes.
resent me for that afterwards. But
Well, our head steward Schrober is going to have a look at that, hopefully, and hopefully, with his knowledge of the penalty system and everything else, well, with him and the stewards and everyone else, hopefully we'll be able to go somewhere.
Also, you guys have so many time penalties. I can't even get all of them out of the race director. Congratulations.
Congratulations, people! The race director. Oh, the
Also,
race.
just to recap the results here. ASG, Roy, Snakey completing the podium, then Patrick, Psyduck, Alfredo, Zana, Gur, Chichi, Pack, Kermit, and Vaxi with the final points position. Then Griff, Brad, and Wes, who did finish the race, completing the finishers. Then Gamma, Last Paper, Gamer LP, Call, and Dimata, who did not finish the race.
As
Um,
we call it, Team DNF.
yeah,
Oh dear.
well, and
That's
now.
all you can say. Oh dear.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I think we are going to interviews. If you can ask them, Spotify, because I do not have access to the chat, although I did warn of that beforehand. So,
I will get you access to the chat later on. Um, don't worry, I will get you access
yeah,
to the chat because I can do that.
yeah.
Um,
Get me
so who do we
ASG,
need? So we need ASG. We need who else?
Snakey,
Nakey. And who else? It
uh,
was third.
Roy? Was it Roy? Oh my god, my memory's just shot. I think it was Roy, no?
Hmm.
Or was it Patrick? No, was Patrick, right? Oh my god, I am stupid. Anyway, just get him here. I don't care. Wait,
Well,
actually, I think I can grab just ASG. Yeah, I can.
Roy's gonna come into an interview. Snakey is not, and ASG is. So we're gonna have ASG and Snakey on interviews.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, we have ASG already. You're muted, Lionel.
Yep.
Well,
What a race! I mean, you
yeah,
didn't expect the win at a certain point, right? Oh, let me just put in the new graphics here. So you were on McLaren.
right.
Here we go. So yeah, I think you weren't really expecting to win at a certain point. You were like, you had a pretty lonely race, right? Like you were
Yep.
P7, like you were between the top group and the not so top group.
hmm
And yeah, you got a win. How does it feel? Is this your first win in GFL or?
Oh no, no, no. It's like the third one, but good start of the season, I'll say. And like you say, of course, very lonely race at the start, cause uh, obviously I had quite a terrible start, and then I was like 7 seconds to the car in front and behind before the first pit stop. And then at that point, I just thought I'll be at P7, like you say, and didn't expect a win. And the safety car came out perfectly, so I can caught up to the group of people, and with no penalty. And the luck of whatever happened to people in front of me, and I got the win. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you did get a little bit lucky that Gamma did get murdered. I am a little bit sad that I can't look at tier 2 chat right now because I'm sure it's feisty at the moment. Um, but yeah, a very nice win and really illustrates just how important it is to stay penalty free with track limits because like I think you were one of 3 people that did not have any penalties and the other one was Snaky, who also had an incident there into turn
hmm
one. I'm not entirely sure who, but he did finish P3, I believe, or P2, so not a whole lot of harm done. But yeah, nice race here. And yeah,
Cheers, mate.
do you have any tracks that you'd like to see next round? Because it is a mystery track, so I am curious to know if you have any favorites.
Um, favorites, I would say maybe trucks. Like I'll say Baku because last season I had a good race there, and it seems people have a massive skill issue there, and no
I
one can drive there.
I do think that Baku can't be it. So
And or maybe even Silverstone is a good one when it's a 50% race,
and
but
when
no
you
one
don't
will know
forget to
until
fuel your car as well.
yeah, not like last season.
uh, okay, I'm definitely down for Silverstone. Hopefully Baku is always as you know, a little bit of a mess, but Silverstone was interesting to see last season. Um, but yeah. Any questions you want to pose, Spotify?
Yes. All I want to say is congratulations for the win in what looked like a very hectic race at the end and very hectic conditions. And yeah, just I guess the penalties just made the race how it was because yeah, congratulations on not getting time penalties because that's what gave you the win in the end.
Cheers, mate.
So yeah, congratulations.
Uh, yeah, very nice. I don't know if we have anyone else for interviews, maybe, perhaps.
I did say who else was it? Roy. Um Roy said he was up for one. I don't know where Roy is.
It needs to be in
Yeah, he's in the open race call. I need to move him in. Um Let me just quickly move him in.
it's not easy because he's so far up. Oh, Oh, okay, never mind. We had not Alpha Tauri, but Alpha Romeo. There we go. Now we hope. Ah, there he is. Hey Roy,
Yeah.
how
Hello?
did how did you feel for today's race? You finished P2, P3, I believe.
P2 after
P2.
penalties, yeah.
Yeah. So how does it feel? I believe this is your first race here, no?
Yeah,
Or in
yeah,
the
it
lead?
was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, P2 on
Well,
your debut, not so bad.
yeah. Well, the penalties kind of ruined me because I would have won, but I didn't because I had too many penalties.
Yeah, you did
But
take the line first. You were 3 seconds ahead, I believe, off of ASG,
yeah,
but yeah, the 6 seconds did not help you in that regard. But yeah,
yeah,
you also remain unscathed from all the chaos that happened there on lap 27, I believe, with Wes
yeah,
and Gamma.
yeah. That was pretty lucky. I didn't get hit there because like they hit me, but I didn't get any damage. Like Wes spun into me, and I somehow managed to
Yeah, to
dodge Gamma
survive.
B.
Yeah, I do think your teammate had some damage because of it at the end. I did see him pointing that out.
Yeah,
But yeah, very very nice race. P2 on your debut, and I mean you were right up there with like Gamma who won the this tier last season.
yeah,
So definitely looking forward to seeing what you can do in the following races.
yeah.
Spotify, any words?
Well, again, how did you manage to get P2 from all that chaos that happened? Because those last few laps were so chaotic.
Yeah, well, I think the chaos actually happened helped me because before the chaos, I had two guys behind me, or three guys behind me with less penalty than me, so they were gonna help me. But because of the crash, some of them got damaged and fell back, and I somehow like got through unscathed. But yeah, I got through luckily, and then all the other guys were like sent back a little bit, and it actually helped me to get P2. I would have probably gotten P4 5 if it weren't for the crash. So because
Well,
of my penalties.
well, congratulations on that race. I swear there is probably going to be tons of
Recordings.
post-race incidents going to come through
Yeah.
because, well,
Yeah. I do
because
have
of the
one
chaos.
question.
But
I do have one
go
question.
on, go on.
Any hopes for the mystery rounds? Any tracks you'd like to see?
I don't know.
Any
Baku?
track you
I like
particular?
Baku.
Baku. We have everyone liking Baku, but unfortunately, Baku. I don't think we'll see Baku or.
Yeah, we're not going to see Baku
Yeah,
again.
it's guaranteed points because there'll be at least 10 people DNFing.
Yeah, that's why we don't have Baku. At
Wait,
least
yeah,
in.
but I actually I
Yeah.
won't I mostly won't be there for the Mr. Races
Uh,
because I can mostly only race every second week.
okay. That is unfortunate to hear.
Yeah.
Because you had a very
Maybe
nice race, so.
yeah, maybe around 6 I'll be able to do the mystery race. Maybe.
Ah, interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think do we have anyone else for interviews. I think P3 was
Gamma B.
No,
I don't think
Gamma
Gamma
B
B.
have some very kind words to say.
I don't think we can show or we can hear his kind words on stream. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure it's
Snakey didn't.
very very kind.
Snakey didn't want an interview either. Um,
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, then we shall close the stream. And yeah, this completes the first
yep.
race of tier two. Next races, because we're gonna have two races, not just one on Monday. We're gonna have tier three and tier four. I do believe that tier three is gonna be casted in this channel. I think there's going to be a second channel for tier four. I'm not entirely.
That is correct. As far as I'm aware, Tier 3 will be on this channel here, twitch.tv/Global Formula League. There will be another channel somewhere for Tier 4, and then the plan is to alternate Tier 3 and Tier 4 between the main channel and the second channel. That's what I'm. That's at least what I know. Um,
things might change between Monday and now, or between then and now, but yeah, that's the plan.
So yeah, do keep your eyes peeled for that. Myself will be running in tier 3, Spotify in tier
I will
4,
be in tier 4,
and
and
hopefully it's not as chaotic as this one was,
yeah,
please.
fingers crossed.